Your eyes may find true love forever, but it's all in time. Oh, it's all in time. My days are dull, no sign of another leads me straight.
So after I did this look and I shared it with you guys on Instagram, you guys went nuts telling me that I had to recreate this look. It always figures that the looks that I do off of camera, not in my get ready with me's, are some of my best looks and ones that I'm most proud of. And it's because when I do my get ready with me's, I'm always in a very awkward position here and I have to look into a little mirror, and it's just, it's not my best. And because my camera only stays on for 12 minutes, 12 minutes, and all these issues happen and my battery dies quick and I don't have a backup, I rushed. So you guys saw it and you wanted to see it immediately. So I'm going to attempt to recreate it. I always forget what I do. I take my time. It takes me forever to do my makeup off camera. So I'm going to do my best to recreate it for you guys. I did already do my base and my brows, so I will leave everything that I use off of camera listed down below as well for you guys if you're interested. But I'm going to focus more on just the eyes today because that's what people really wanted to see. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and this is what I use 95% of the time to prime my eyelids with because this stuff is good. And for this look, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. You guys have been seeing this a ton on my Instagram and here on my channel since I got it. I'm going to go into Rolling in the Dough, which is just that kind of matte flesh color. I don't know, saying flesh is so gross, but you know. And then Adelium Tools, and this is their blending concealer, and these kind of styled kabuki brushes are what I use to set my primer with. And I'm just going to use this to set my primer. And I did want to say real quick that I got a couple of comments that people were a little upset or confused or felt some type of way about the fact that I featured I almost said Too Faced Cosmetics in my companies I don't support and why video. But I just want to point out again for anyone who maybe didn't watch the full video or listen carefully, I did do a little disclaimer in the beginning before I talked about Too Faced and a few other companies that I wasn't impressed with things that have happened with the company and that they were on thin ice with me not supporting them, but if they came out with something that I really liked, I would. And Too Faced was part of that. So I didn't say that I didn't support them or would never buy from them. I just said that they were on thin ice with me. So Too Faced hasn't had anything come out that I've wanted in a very, very long time. And this chocolate gold came out and it stole my heart, you guys. And I'm glad it did because this palette is everything. It inspires me so much. And at the end of the day, it's just makeup. So as long as I'm buying from a company that has not done some horrible, foul thing, and it's just rumors and gossip and stuff that doesn't concern us, then I'm going to purchase from whoever I want. And I'm sorry, that sounded really, really asshole-ish, but it's how it is, you know? It's just makeup. I just don't like being judged by what I purchase because I have a ton of friends who purchase Gerard Cosmetics, and I have a very personal and deep reason why I do not like the company, the owner of the company, or purchase anything from them. And I do not judge my friends because they purchase Gerard Cosmetics. So that's just my point. Now I started this off with a Morphe E27 blender brush, which I really, really enjoy this brush, and So Bougie, which is a light brown here. And I just kind of go in and throw this in the crease and upper area. So Beauty Guru. I just recently saw a video by Raw Beauty Christie where she talks about hate and hate forums and, you know, stuff like that, threads, hateful threads, and how she just doesn't care and she's going to do her, and it's hard to not look at the hate and let it change your channel. And it struck such a chord with me because if you guys have been here for a while, you know how much I have been harassed by people on Guru Gossiper, how they have just falsified who I am in such a horrible way, and they've done some horrible shit to me too. And like in my real life with calling the cops and CPS on me multiple times. So it just kind of struck a chord with me because of those people, I changed my content. I changed how and who I am on my channel, and not to please them, but more to get them to just leave me alone. And I'm kind of in a spot right now where her video just really struck a chord, and I just don't care. I want to bring back the things that I do for fun. I want to bring back the things that I loved being a YouTuber for, and that's like Niki's nonsense, my rants, just my personality and all that it is. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the mouthy, outspoken, blunt person that I truly am. And if people unsubscribe or don't like it, well, that's their opinion and they're entitled to it. But I need to enjoy YouTube for what it is for me. Because other than that, if I do it for other people to be happy, I'm just going to turn it into straight just a job. And nobody wants that. I don't know how this turned into such a yap. I'm sorry, you guys. Now I'm going to go in with my Beauty Junkies blender, and this is one of my favorites. You can get this on my Amazon influencer storefront. I'll leave that down below. And I'm going to go into Cocoa Truffle here, which is a little bit darker. And I'm just going to do this very lightly and go a little bit lower than the transition color, so bougie, and just stick that right there. Now this is a step that a lot of you, if you have a different eye shape than me, you won't have to do, but I do have to do this. So if you have hooded eyes, this is going to be kind of like a tutorial for you guys. I go in with the Makeup Forever Straight 226 brush, and this is literally the only brush that I can do this with. This brush is amazing, but it is, I think, like $23 or $25, so it is quite expensive. But let me tell you, if you have hooded eyes, you want this. You need this. It's critical. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. You can use really any concealer that I would probably go on the light side with, you know, on the lighter side, no matter your skin tone. And you just dab a little bit at the end of the brush like that. Like that. And then I'm going to make my lid, I'm going to extend it. I'm going to do what Niki Tutorials does. And I've been working on this. I'm not the best at this, but this is just what I do and this is what I did. So I just start right here. And I slowly work my way up to exactly where I want my lid, my new lid, to be. And once I get the outline line for it made, then I just bring down the concealer onto the rest of my lid. Now I only go about to right here with the concealer. I don't want to go any farther because I'm going to be using like dark eyeshadow on the outside. I only take the concealer as far as I want the lid color to go. Otherwise, if you try to take a different color over top of it when it's wet and blend it, because that's what you need to do with the outside colors, blend, it's going to clump up and look horrible and patchy and gross. And I learned that the hard way. And then I'm going to go back into the Too Faced Chocolate palette. And you don't have to use this palette. You can just use whatever you have. And I go into this silver here called Dripping Diamonds. Such a great name for that. And I take the same brush, the same Makeup 226 brush, and I just go into it and I start setting that down on top of the concealer. You don't have to have this palette, but honestly I would highly recommend it because these shadows are so uniquely gorgeous. Now this is where the really hard work comes in and things can go like disastrous and everything. I'm going to start with the Delium Tools Golden Triangle brush. This is the 776 blending brush. It was white haired, but it's really dirty because I used it for this the last time. This can get hard. I'm going to go back into Cocoa Truffle here, the darker brown. And I'm just going to dip very lightly into that and just put it down right where I want to put that black in a minute. And I kind of bring it just a little tiny bit over that silver. And I blend the silver into the brown.
Put the last weather head on. Go in survival. And when you go in survival, the weather actually turns into the weather storm.
And then I'm going to take the Morphe E27 and just blend that out at the top so there's no harsh lines. And then I'm going to go in with the black. And I'm going to go in, and this is called Decadent. And this is a very scary black because, man, is it black. It's like really black. I'm going to use the same Delium Tools brush. This brush is amazing. This brush with these shadows is life. And I just take it on the very tip, you guys, very lightly. Very lightly. And then you just kind of slowly start to add it and blend it into that silver. And at first I keep it right here on the lid. And I just blend as I put it down. Blend and blend and blend, because black can be very, very terrifying. You don't want to put too much down at first, because you can always add more, but you can't take it away. When I first did this look, I literally held my breath through this stage. And I just keep taking a little bit more by little, and I pat it down on the lid, and I start just tiny blending. And then I just take a little bit more and keep patting it until I get the amount of black I want, and slowly start blending it up. Very, very slowly. And then once I have it somewhat where I want it, I go back in with another Beauty Junkies Pro Blending, and I blend the crap out of the top of this. I blend and blend and blend, and believe me, it's not something that even takes 5 minutes. It takes a long time. You just blend and blend and blend that top line until it's really blown out. Do you want to know the crazy thing is I'm using shimmery shades and dark black shades, and I don't have a speck of fallout. I love this palette. Alright, and then I went in with Rich Girl down here, which is another gorgeous shade. And I put this very lightly on the brow bone. Very lightly, because I mean, damn. After that, I go in with the Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Liner. And this is a glitter liner in Glam Rock. This is so gorgeous. I got this as a gift. And I go in with this, and I just put it all over my whole lid where I put the silver. And this glitter really didn't show up in the pictures very well, which was kind of sad for me, but it looks so good in person. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this Stila, and this is the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. And I just do my liquid liner. Now I did go in with a cat liner just because I think it looks more glam, but you don't have to do that. It doesn't really matter. But I'm putting on false lashes, so it just helps blend it in. And I'm going to go in with the Eyelashy Dreamer eyelashes and just pop them on and be right back. Now while my eyelashes are drying, I want to do my lower waterline. So I'm going to go in with the Beauty For Real. This is their Platinum Blonde eyeliner that I just recently got. What was it out of? Sweet Sparkle or Glossy Box, one of them, but this is gorgeous. And I put this in my lower waterline. It's just like a highlighter for your lower waterline. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. And once I do that, then I take the same eyeliner and I go into where you would put, you know, your inner corner, where you would put your highlight for your inner corner. And I highlight that too. Now I'm just going to take a little tiny pencil brush and go in, what are you called? So Bougie and Cocoa Truffle. And I just sweep those two browns underneath that lash line on the lower lash. And then I like to take the e.l.f. smudge brush, which is like my best friend for my lower lash. Go back into that black Decadent there. And very slowly, just like the top, very gently and slowly, get as close to your waterline as possible and slowly start smudging it out from the inner corner in. And then I take another pencil brush, which is a little bit bigger, the Delium Tools 780, and I just blend these out. Just so there's no harsh, dark lines underneath your eye as well. Now when I got to this point, I liked the inner corner, but I didn't think it was like reflective enough, so I went in with a NYX liner, which is almost a dupe for the Urban Decay, only the Urban Decay is a lot thicker or bigger glitter chunks in it. The NYX ones are a lot thinner and micro-y. That made sense. But then I took that and I went into the inner corner, and everywhere that I put that eyeliner to highlight, I put the NYX glitter. And it just gives it a little bit more reflect and a little bit more pizzazz, if you will. And then I just take my mascaras, which I will list down below. You guys know this 1,000 million times. And I blend my falsies and give myself some lower lashes. Alright, and after this we are done with the eyes. And I'm just going to finish up my face and then we'll come back for the lip. Alright, now that I've done the rest of my face, everything I used I will leave linked down below. I want to try a red lip. So I'm going to go in with the Jordana Easy Liner in Sedona Red. This might be a little bit too light. Should be okay. Now I filled in my whole lip with that lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with the NARS. And this is a little deluxe size sample. It's so adorable. This is the NARS, what are you, Lip Pigment in Star Woman. And I'm going to go over top of that liner with this so cute little mini. Oh, damn. And here we have it. Now, before I did a nude lip, I think that if you want to use this for New Year's Eve, go with the red. It looks gorgeous. So this is the look, you guys. I hope that you love it. I hope that it can be somewhat easy to recreate. It is a little bit detailed and hard to work with. You're working with black, you're working with glitter, you're working with a ton of blending, and it can be quite hard. But just practice it. Practice it, practice it. I mean, I'm still practicing it. It's not how I want it or perfect or anything like that, but I'm pretty proud of this look. I like it. It's one of my favorites. So if you want to know everything I used besides just the eyes, I will have that linked down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have any questions at all, leave them in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe before you leave. Let me know if you want to see any tutorials or get ready with me's on any other looks. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Merry Christmas, guys. Bye.